Well, you've invested a lot of time and effort into building your business. That's why it's crucial to protect what you've worked so hard to achieve. Joining us is Tracey Agnew, financial advisor and owner at one of the cooperators. Is that right?
That's right.
So someone who's watching right now is probably a small business owner. And one thing that I know you and I have chatted about this, you've got to be careful, because if you have a small business and someone's visiting your home for the most part, or your garage, if you have your little mechanic shop, you better be real careful that you've got enough insurance to cover your hiney.
Well, it's very important, particularly on the liability side, and the point you addressed there with liabilities. So your home insurance very likely has an exclusion for liability pertaining to business activity. So you need to ensure that you either endorse your home insurance policy, if that's possible with your insurer, or you buy a business insurance policy, just as you would if you occupied another retail location, to protect you for liability to start with, for sure.
Right. What should a business policy consist of?
Well, it always...
I guess it all depends on your business, right?
Right, but it typically starts with liability. So your general liability, things like slip and falls, or your actions, property damage, bodily injury that could occur. Property coverage, so the stuff, the interior, the stock, the equipment, loss of income. So if you had a loss that put your business down for a period of time, and how would you recover that income? And then crime coverage, so the crime of money, so money being stolen, being held up, broken into at night, those types of coverages. So you got property, crime, and liability.
And we don't think about this, do we? I mean, one of the things, especially with insurance, we always say when something happens, now what do I do? But what you're suggesting, or advising at least, is think about it. Think about it before something does happen.
Right, right. Well, and any time you start a business, it's like thinking about every component of it.
And that's exhausting.
Yeah, it is. And insurance, if you can work with someone that gets business insurance, has experience in business insurance, and a company that can keep growing with your business, that's very, very important as well.
Well, so then it leads to an advisor. You are an advisor.
That's what we are,
and so I am looking for advice, and there's so many out there. Let's be honest, Tracey. What are some of those tips that I should be looking for when choosing an advisor?
When you're looking, particularly in business insurance, you want to make sure you have someone that has experience as well as knowledge in business insurance. Not every insurance agent has that expertise or that experience. And then you want to look at a company that can grow with you, as I was mentioning, somebody that, or an organization that just doesn't offer limited amount of packages or that type of coverage. They can grow and they can keep handling as your business grows and your operations change.
And it's exclusive to your business, I would suggest too, right?
It's very, very unique. I don't think I have two businesses that I could say they're exactly the same or doing exactly the same thing, that their policies would be the same.
Right, but you would say though that there's probably one piece of advice or one insurance element that every business should have. What's that one?
Of insurance, you need liability to start, and that's your base coverage. You need to be protected if someone sued you, someone fell on your property. You name the liability kicks in for those types, or someone
those
even
are the basics,
or even accused you. You may not be negligent.
Oh, you're right.
But the insurance policy kicks in for the legal costs typically as well. So without that, you could be definitely on your own to defend yourself.
Yeah, you know, with the weather getting a little more inclement as it is, we don't think about that again, especially with a small business. And you say, well, I don't have to shovel my walk. Excuse me?
Yes.
I don't have to put rock salt down on my walk. Excuse me? You better.
Yeah,
because I'm sure you've seen and heard stories.
Yeah, in event of a claim, the individual homeowner would be asked, why was the person there, another party had fallen? Oh, they were there to get their hair cut or pick up a child, and we look and we don't have a home-based business policy for that. There could definitely be an exclusion or a gap in coverage there for that homeowner. You
were talking to a lot of people right now, because a lot of people, as you mentioned, like haircuts, and they may be selling tchotchkes out of their homes or massage. You're right, and we don't think about this. We take business owners take a lot of risk, and the first piece of advice would be, before you start your business, come see someone like you.
It seems an easy or a no-brainer, but it's very detailed, and you should be very well versed in what you're purchasing, and talk to someone that can advise, not just, oh, here's what you need, and someone that's going to grow with you and invest their time in your business. Like, we visit all our businesses, see what they're up to, see where they're going next, and it's important to work with someone like that.
See, there you go. Well, there's a great piece of advice. If you are a business advisor, or you have a business and a person wants to come and take a look at your place, say yes, please.
For sure.
Because you might come up with some additional ideas. It might cost you a little bit up front, but it sure saves you a whole lot of hurt in the end.
Well, we see things that the common person doesn't, and we hear of things that not everyone does. So.
Wow, Tracey, thank you very much.
Well, thank you.
Tracey Agnew is a financial advisor and owner with the Cooperators, little small business advice for you. Hey, still to come, the world premiere of Butcher. Ooh. First, here's what's happening in and around our city. This is Trending on Shaw.